Welcome to solverfy.
We have the balance of the chemical reaction on this page. Let's start with the first one. So we're As4S6 plus O2, it becomes As4O6 plus SO2. Okay, so first of all, I will balance AS. On the left, we have 4, on the right, we have 4, so we don't have to actually balance that. And then we can move on to balance sulfur. So on the left, we have 6, on the right, we have SO2 for sulfur in SO2. So we have to put a 6 in front of SO2 to balance the sulfur. Okay, so we have the sulfur AS balance, sulfur balance. The next one will be oxygen. So on the left, we only have 2. On the right, we have 6 from AS4O6, and then 12 from SO2. 6 times 2 is 12. So total, we will have 18. We will have 18 oxygen. Okay, so 18 oxygen divided by 2 would be 9. So we just put 9 in front of O2. So we have 18 oxygen, this is all balanced. The next reaction we have Ca3PO4 2 plus SiO2 plus carbon, and then we'll produce P4, CaSiO3, and also CO. Okay, so I will choose, first of all, I chose an element that only present in one of the reactant. Okay, so I will choose phosphor. We're on the right, the first come first, and also only have the present in Ca3PO4. On the right, we have 4 phosphor, 4 of them. So on the left, we will have 2 phosphor. So we have put a 2 in front of Ca3PO4 2 to balance the phosphor. Okay, so the next one I'm going to balance will be calcium. So for calcium, I'm going to put 6 in front of CaSiO3 because we have 2 times 3, we have 6 calcium. Okay, the next one I put balance will be silicon. So for silicon, the left we have 1, on the right we have 6 silicon. So I will put a 6 in front of silicon in order to balance that. Okay, so and then I'm going to look at carbon. From here, carbon, we only have 1 carbon on the left. So on the way, you should only have 1 carbon. So the carbon is balanced at this moment. Okay, so maybe we should do a check on the oxygen as well. So on the left, we will have 2 times 8, 8 times 2. In calcium phosphate, we will have 2 times 4, 8 times 2 is 16 oxygen. And then on the right, we will have 12 oxygen from SiO2. Then on the right, we will have 18 oxygen from CaSiO3 and also 1 oxygen from carbon. So this is oxygen, not 180. It is 18 of the oxygen. So on the right, we have 19 oxygen. We have 19 oxygen. On the left, we have 28 oxygen. So on the left, we have 28. On the right, we have 19. So we need more oxygen in order to balance that. Okay, because this CO over here, the carbon can be changed, can be increased the amount of oxygen in order to balance all of the oxygen over here. So on the left we have 28, on the right we must have 28. We already have 8 from the CaSiO3. Then the remaining oxygen must be come from the carbon monoxide CO. So we are going to add a 10 in front of carbon monoxide in order to balance the oxygen. So on the left we have 12 plus 16, we have 28. On the right, we have 10 plus 18, also 28. So we put a 10 in front of CO, and then we also have to put a 10 in front of carbon in order to balance the number of carbon as well. Okay, so let's move on to C. So for C, we have iron with water. We produce iron 3O4, and then we have H2. So I will first start to balance the iron. So I put a 3 in front of iron. So because we have 3 on the right, and then we should have 3 on the left. And then we look at the hydrogen. So sorry, not hydrogen, the oxygen. So in Fe3O4, the oxygen, we have 4 of them. So we're going to put a 4 in front of water. So just balance that. Okay, and then for hydrogen, again, we just need to put 4 in front on the right, the hydrogen on the right to balance everything. Okay, so that's reaction where S2Cl2 plus ammonia to produce S4N4 plus S8 plus NH4Cl. Okay, so I will first identify the compound that I only find in one of the reactant or one of the products. And apparently for sulfur present in S4N4 and S8, and also for nitrogen it present in NH4Cl. And chlorine also only present in NH4Cl. All right, so let's start with chlorine to see if we can do anything. So on the left we S2 Cl2. On the right we have ammonia. If we only have one S2 Cl2, yeah, we can just put 2 ammonia over there. However, it will cause a problem. The problem is that if we start with here, the next step we are going to balance will be sulfur. But you can see that the sulfur on the right and on the left, they don't have the same number if we keep the S2Cl2 the same. So from here, apparently we have to consider the total amount of sulfur. Maybe you can have us to figure out how to solve that. Okay, so on the right, say we have 4 sulfur over here, and also we have um, 8 sulfur from our one of the reactant. So 4 and 8. So as we will have 12 sulfur. So in order to balance all these to 12 sulfur, maybe we can add 6 in front of S2Cl2, so we have 12 sulfur after all the reaction. Okay, so we have sulfur balance already, so the next one will be our chlorine. So because we have a 6S2Cl2, so we are going to have 6 times 2, 12 chlorine. So we have to put a 12 in front of ammonium chloride, Okay, so if this is, okay, if when we have 12 ammonium chloride, and also we have 4, one S4N4, so we have 4 nitrogen from here, and also we have 12 nitrogen from ammonium chloride. So on the right total, we will have 16 nitrogen. So we're going to put a 16 nitrogen in front of the ammonium chloride, ammonia, in order to balance off the nitrogen. Okay, so let's do a check again. So if we have 6 S2Cl2, we should have 12 sulfur. So we are S4, S8 bonds. And then we will have 12 chloride. We have 12 ammonium chloride bonds. If we have 12 ammonium chloride and 1 S4N4, so we have 16 nitrogen. So we need to put the 16 in front of our ammonia. Okay, so last element that we have the bonds will be our hydrogens. So on the left, we have 3 times 16 nitrogen, so we have 48. On the right, we have 4 times 12 hydrogen, also equals to 48. So the complete balance reaction for the last question will be 6S2 S2Cl2, 16H3, 1S4N4, 1S8, and 12NH4Cl.